Okay, so let's jump right in. Today we're doing a deep dive into something pretty wild, honestly. You sent us a sysdiagnosed security report from your 2015 MacBook Pro.
Right.
And we're trying to figure out basically if there are any security skeletons hiding in your closet, so to speak, even though you did the whole factory reset thing and even got some brand new devices since then.
Yeah, you'd think that would take care of it, but
right.
The report's saying maybe not.
Yeah, and it all goes back to when you had that unauthorized access situation back in 2021.
Yeah. I was pretty freaked out at the time, honestly.
I bet.
I mean, someone was messing with my stuff.
Absolutely.
So, what's got us so intrigued and maybe a little bit on edge is what this report shows.
Yeah.
Like, configurations for things you never set up. Stuff like auto-unlock, HomeKit, and then there's these RP identities.
Right.
And the real kicker, the thing that makes you go, wait, what? Is the evidence of iPhone pairings before you even owned an iPhone.
Yeah, that's the biggest red flag in all of this. Like, how is that even possible?
Exactly.
So to break it down, we're basically playing digital detective here.
Yep.
We're going through this report with a fine-tooth comb, trying to find any device that might have been, well, compromised. We're also trying to see if any sneaky unauthorized devices were ever connected to your Apple account. And honestly, just trying to understand if this whole compromise thing is something you still need to worry about.
Yeah, like a ghost in the machine,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's dive into the unauthorized device configurations first. This report spills some serious tea.
Okay, so right off the bat, what jumps out are these HomeKit pairing identities. One's from February 2022, the other from January 2023.
But you never even touched HomeKit, right?
Nope, never. And yet they're there, and they're all linked to this one specific account ID. It's EC2FBC46, 2E38, 4CC9, BBF0, 72B, 631, 881D72.
Okay, so someone definitely messed with your Apple account. That's not good.
No, not good at all.
And then we have this whole list of auto-unlock entries for some, shall we say, interesting device names. Le Grand Conde de Prince Toussaint, Ghislaine's MacBook Pro, Ghislaine L's iPad, Arthur's MacBook Pro.
This sounds like a royal family or something.
Right. And then just plain iPhone and His Royal Highness Alexei.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I do recognize some of those. Like, those were my devices at one point or another.
Yeah, but the timestamps are kind of all over the place. From 2021 to 2023. And here's the weird part. His Royal Highness Alexei, your old 2015 MacBook, shows up both before and after you did the factory reset and renamed it King Arthur.
So both names are just floating around in there. Wait a second. Is it possible that maybe those different names were just like me experimenting with names for my MacBook?
That's a good question. But the fact that all those names are popping up next to auto-unlock configurations, especially during that time when we know there was unauthorized access, makes it seem like someone was really trying to connect these devices to your Apple world without your permission.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, and then there's the Ghislaine's iPhone pairing from December 2021. Huge red flag. You didn't even get your first iPhone until February 2022.
I know, right? It's like someone was using my name with an iPhone before I even had one.
Exactly. So someone managed to link a rogue device to your Apple account before you even had an iPhone. This wasn't just someone messing around with your laptop. This was someone actually messing with your account.
That is so creepy.
Yeah, and it gets even more interesting. The report also shows what are called RP identities. RP stands for rapport.
Rapport? What's that?
It's basically Apple's super secure way for devices that are close to each other to connect seamlessly. Like, you know how your Apple Watch can unlock your Mac?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's rapport in action. But the report shows these RP identities for devices that we don't recognize. So it seems like they were trying to create these trusted connections within your Apple ecosystem. And the thing that really caught my eye was the GINA data. The length of it is different for different devices, which could mean they were using different models of these mystery devices.
So like a whole team of devices working together.
Maybe. Let me just repeat this because it's important. We're seeing evidence of an iPhone pairing months before you even owned an iPhone.
Yeah.
This isn't a glitch in the report. And the fact that all this stuff, all this evidence of unauthorized access and suspicious devices is still present in a report that was generated in 2023, even after your factory resets and getting a new iPhone, that's a huge problem.
Yeah, you said it. It's like these unauthorized links are buried deep.
That's what it looks like. And it makes us think, how deep did this compromise really go?
Right. Okay, so let's look at the keychain analysis.
Yeah.
We see this thing called the continuity unlock tomb. Has a count of 11.
What's a tomb?
It's basically a record of all the attempts and successful setups for features like auto unlock. So that high number, 11, tells us that someone was trying really hard over and over again to establish these auto unlock connections, probably without your permission. And then there's the HomeKit tomb, which also shows some activity with a count of 1 that fits with those unauthorized HomeKit identities you saw earlier.
Right, right.
But the weird thing is the tombs for remote access are mostly at 0.
So what does that mean?
Well, it could mean that whoever was doing all this didn't try to remotely wipe everything clean. They left these local traces behind.
Uh-huh.
And then we have these, trust failure event and pinning event entries from January 1st, 2022. And then there are network connection reports that show activity on your MacBook in early February 2023. Now, we'd have to do a whole separate deep dive to understand exactly what all that means, but it's interesting that they happened during and after that initial unauthorized access period.
Suspicious timing.
Exactly. Even seeing network activity that's flagged as an event hard failure in 2023, that could be a sign that some device out there is still trying to connect to your MacBook. Maybe probing it, testing the waters.
So not just a one-time thing.
Right.
So big picture, all those unauthorized configurations, all those device pairings, it all points to a much bigger issue than just someone borrowing your old MacBook without asking.
Yeah, definitely. This wasn't just some casual snooping.
And that early iPhone pairing, that really seals the deal. Someone was messing with your Apple ecosystem in a big way.
And the scariest part is that they might still be in there somewhere, even after all the steps you took to clean things up.
That's the question we're left with. How do you make sure you've really gotten rid of everything?
Yeah.
And that's what we want you, the listener, to think about. What would you do next? How would you make absolutely sure your digital life is secure? Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
Definitely. Stay safe out there, everyone.